So on his new album, of course, Jay addressed his issues with Kanye. So 2 Chainz did an interview with DJ Drama, and this came up. Let's take a look.
Jay-Z come up in that?
Yeah, Jay-Z came up, and I knew that. I knew that when I was going over. I was saying everybody gonna talk about Jay all day. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro was like, we still brothers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple things that was probably personal he wanted me to keep, but we talked about the music climate right now. You know what I'm saying? And for me, L.A. Reid was over there and everything. So
a couple of things in here. One, Kanye saying Jay's still basically big bro, but that's not really a surprise, is it? This just seems like a family fallout.
A lot of niggas be saying a lot without saying a lot. The three of us could have said that. We didn't need the 2 Chainz interview to say that Kanye would say him and Hov. That's still big bro. That's vague. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, I mean, I still think the relationship between them, like Jay and Kanye, I think everyone believes this. I think it's uneven though, right? Don't you think that Kanye, so even if he was dissed or not, there's a whole debate about if he was actually dissed on Kill Jay-Z. There's still, I feel like there's an uneven relationship where I believe Kanye views Jay way, I don't want to say greater, but he views him closer than how Jay probably views Ye. Okay, in terms of everything we've seen. I mean,
as he should.
As he should how?
He shouldn't look at Kanye that way.
Well, if me and you are friends, right? If I think we're way cooler than we are, and you're kind of holding me at arm's length, I mean that could be a problem. It seems like that's been like a struggle that Kanye has been having. I mean, when he goes on stage and he rants, yo, listen, you want to play with my kids?
Why do we assume that they're friends again?
Because some of the things he's complaining about, you would only complain if that person was your friend. If I'm complaining that my kids can't come over to play with your kids, then you're not hitting me up after something like that's not just a business associate.
Can I give you a parallel example of that? Sometimes, right, you'll have a guy and a girl, and the girl will be kicking the guy's back end to her friends as a boyfriend, like saying that this guy's a boyfriend, and she'll be killing him. And all the girls will start killing this nigga, thinking that the nigga's the boyfriend until you go talk to the nigga, and the nigga's not claiming her at all. So you're telling me that Kanye says he was hurt, that Jay didn't go to the wedding, all of this friend stuff, and I understand that. I'm saying, what have we heard from Sean Carter that says these two are friends? And I say that, Jay talks about his friends a lot on records. Tata, Emery, like he talks about them. Why are we just saying that they're friends? Because that friend word changes a lot. I know that today that word is used very loosely. But if they're not friends, then the blinders that we view this relationship through are a little different. No? If they're friends, then yeah, we're gonna feel the same way that Kim feels from what we've read. We're gonna feel a little bit of empathy for Kanye if they're friends and our album comes out. But I don't know that they're friends. I don't know. Well, we don't know, is all I'm saying.
I believe you might be right about that analogy you made with the girlfriend boyfriend thing, but maybe Kanye is fooled as well. But I think he truly believes him and Jay is like friends. I think he truly believes it, and that's why when he says this comment, even if say Jay did mean something malicious, which I don't think he did by the lines on 444, he's not gonna take it like really badly. He's like, yeah, that's still my brother. He's probably thinking we're gonna talk about it. Who knows? This might be something that's harboring. Of course, we do know there's some business stuff, the title, there's back and forth, they're in court.
They'll talk.
Yeah, but
they will eventually talk. I mean, truth be told, I didn't even think that the lines were that bad. They weren't that telling. Telling for Jay, because we're not used to him divulging
now, there was a couple of sprinkles.
There's
a couple of jazz sprinkled on there.
Oh, so tell me more then.
I mean, even the line talking about if this is supposed to be at Ye, like niggas run their mouth, but something like skip leg day or something like that.
Whoa. That's a new one. Who said that? Was that Kanye?
Because he had the thing about I hit the gym all chest no legs. Remember that from Life of Pablo?
Yo, y'all are good. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And there's like a couple more sprinkled. I can't remember the exact ones.
I would attribute that to just creative genius. Me. That's not enough for me to say.
Jay wastes no bars, man. I'm not surprised.
Well, he didn't waste a bar. It's a great bar if he's not talking about anybody.
You're right.
Niggas are skipping leg day just to run him out.
But he addressed a lot
What are
of
the
shit.
odds that it's just?
Huh?
What are the odds though?
Yo, he addressed a
It's
lot
the
of
first thing
shit.
I thought when I heard it because that line is kind of funny on Life of Pablo. Sticks out.
Listen, are there more? Listen, we can't confirm or deny that these other lines sprinkle, but you know how the internet is, you know how fans are. We're going to find some shit that's applicable. I don't think that even that's that bad. If that's about them, I don't think that's that bad. Niggas are sensitive, man. You know some of the things niggas have said about people in diss tracks?
Yeah, but he's
Even
not really,
these disses are like,
no.
I love you.
Yeah.
He's not dissing. He's kind of like he's
Talking
talking
to
to
him.
him brother type of shit.
When you
Yeah.
talk to a nigga, it's not really dissing. Listen, I've been engaged in verbal, lyrical warfare with people that I love. You treat it a little different. You handle it differently.
Yeah.
Well, I think after this whole thing, I don't think you think they're not friends. Period. I say if they are friends, I don't know how their relationship could go back to.
No, I'm saying I
anywhere it
don't
was.
know.
Okay.
I'm saying I
But
don't
if
know.
you had to guess, it doesn't appear to you.
If I had to guess, I'm not guessing that they're friends only because the timeline I'm going from early Kanye. Jay was pretty distant from Kanye early, so I mean if they were friends.
But if you listen to Ye, Ye is like, yo, this is my guy, I love him. You know what I mean? This big brother, everything else.
Let me ask you something. If a gentleman was worth over 200 million or over 100 million, shit, over 10 million every time he dropped an album, and you would want to keep releasing his album, right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with how you feel about him as a person.
Yeah, but
it
I
has
wouldn't-
nothing to do with how
I don't
you
have
feel.
to write
It has
endearing
nothing to do-
lines about him, like, oh, I love him, he's my friend, like.
Yeah, but I mean, Kanye has always been that type of writer. Always.
And I would not be disappointed.
He's been vulnerable. He's worn his heart on his sleeve.
Uh-huh.
And that term is not relationship specific. You can wear your heart on your sleeve for a man.
And actually, I think that proves the other point, though, right? Which maybe they are friends. You're right. Jay does rap about some of his friends, but does he rap about everybody he's fucking cool with? No. So
I've heard a lot of the names he's cool with over the
Ye's
years.
more forthcoming with like everything he's feeling at the moment. Jay seems to be really calculated in putting information out.
Yeah, it sounds like family. Families fall out. You have feuds. You make up. But anyway,
I'm not gonna rush to
one
call
more
them
quick
family.
thing. Why do we think L.A. Reid is hanging around? 2 Chainz mentioned that.
Listen, we probably have to ask academics about this. Y'all don't want me to sit here and make y'all make the disclaimer sign even bigger.
Go ahead. No, well, I have no,
No,
idea.
nigga, you say something to make them disclaim something.
No. I have no,
Something.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
safe ass.
I'm trying to connect the dots. I can't.
L.A. Reid is there because he's a music executive.
And
Disclaimer for that. Well,
I don't know. Shit, why else is there? Just a
there's a
little
lot
girl
of
there?
music executives.
I'm
Why is he
trying to
the
think. He
one?
used to be on Epic. I know a lot of people from Epic or artists have a lot of love for him. Chainz on Def Jam. Ye's on Def Jam as well. So I mean,
I don't know what L.A. Reid is doing there. I'm
know, is he going to
I'm
Def
not
Jam?
talking about
Going
L.A.
back?
Reid. I have nothing to say about L.A. Reid. He's probably not going to Def Jam.
All right, let's talk about some album numbers. So Jay's album's been out for more than a week now.
Hey, number man.
this
Yo,
guy-
we need a theme
Yo,
song.
This is your
Got
official
some
intro,
today.
Theme song,
intro
man.
music.
Can I make up a song?
Of course you can.
All right, I'm gonna write
a
a song,
royalty-free
man.
song.
The fucking fans are asking me to freestyle over our intro music.
Are you gonna do it?
Hell no, I'm not doing it. But I do want to come up with music for Number Man. I got to come up with like a catchy but corny melodic type of song.
All right, that's your homework. Figure that shit out.
Nah, I hit up Ugly God. He got something fire for me.
All right, so 21 Savage's project is out, and Jay. So we know Jay went platinum through the Sprint deal, but he's not charting right now. I believe Tidal didn't report their first week numbers to Nielsen. So can you break down numbers for Dre?
He don't
and
even
21
understand
Savage?
the numbers.
I do. I
Who,
mean,
him or?
These numbers, once you start getting tricky and loopholes.
No, well, Jay's album didn't chart the first week because it was Tidal exclusive. They didn't report, which I think, and this is just me guessing, they did the same thing with Ye's album when it was exclusive for a month. They didn't chart at all. I think they collect that data and they kind of use it along with the amount of subscribers they get to do something else, okay? And also, they don't want to just show all their cards. That's what I'm thinking. Not only that, it did chart the second week because now it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, everything else but Tidal or with Tidal, and it's supposed to do 250,000, which to me is like really impressive. I don't know why I thought that Jay second week would not be doing as much. But of course, it's kind of the first week for some platforms. So I think it's dope. 21 Savage did 60,000, which is amazing as well for 21 Savage. I thought his album was not that well promoted. Didn't have a big single, but when he dropped his last tape, that didn't have a big single. So I think these numbers are good for the people who dropped them.